Welcome into today's 820 episode. I would love to say that these humble and confident words I'm sharing with you will change your life. But what I can say, I can guarantee that this episode will change your perspective on this present moment, at least for these 500 seconds. Today's topic is called Give and Take. Think about it in this way. Give and take. How about gift and take back? Someone gives you something and you take it back to the store. Or someone gives you something and they take it back. Or when it's given, what do you take from that action of the gift or the giving? Could think about it as presence, Presents, and presence, Presence, presence and presence. Or give and give up as another way to look at this. How about we take up something and take back something? Maybe when you choose to invest and return, or what you choose or what you get in return. You can look back or reconsider or reload or download a previous episode called The Listening Postman. Kind of related and correlated to the mailman. But remember, you ever got a notice or something you sent out and it came back stamped with return to sender, address unknown? I'm just saying this to you, given those kind of different perspectives or aspects to look at this. How about you attempt or choose to occupy presence? Occupying your presence and rent-free. Occupying your own presence rent-free. Enjoying that presence. Are those presents, those gifts, fully and maybe even temporarily? Only for the moment, not as more trophies to dust off and display as your conquests and wins. We don't own this life or anything in it. Yeah, you might have to work. Gotta pay taxes on the luxuries we only rent or lease while we're here. Meaning, none of that stuff goes with us. Not just at that final moment of life. Every day when we retire and accept that moment as the current last one. Just think about that. Just observe that. I know it's kind of like poetic, and I don't really mean that, or we don't really mean that, do we? But that's how we should embrace this very moment. Not as a proclamation of a final goodbye or see ya. It's to remind us to engage this moment fully, committed, perfect, complete, and in the process of completing our respective purpose, message, and production in this moment. Maybe that's how we get some credits for another play. I don't know. I'm just guessing on that. But if not so, apply your attention and activated intention with the gift as we have it now. The love persists and never dies. Beyond me, beyond you, that love is a continuum of how we got here, how we experience here, how we will depart from here. This life, the one you and I have in this present moment, does have an expiration date. However, we'll never know that date. But in the meantime, consider gifting your presence. Allow me to quote something from Mr. Ryan Holiday, the man who puts out a lot of stoic messages and statements. And this one comes from him. Life is an incredible thing, even though it can be tough and painful, even though it can be boring, even though it can be scary. We all understand that we have been given a gift by being born, by living past infancy, by being born free. No guarantee, especially back in the ancient Greece and Rome days. The Stoics would talk about life and our possessions as something that is ours only in trust, meaning that at some point we must relinquish them, that they can be taken back from us, returned to whomever or whatever gave them to us in the first place. This language mirrors the heartbreaking phase that sometimes appears in the writing of Jake Seliger. This guy, Jake, was shocked to find they had a squamous cell carcinoma and that his prognosis was almost certainly terminal. Not just terminal, but quickly so. The interview that Ryan had with Jake was very moving, in part because Jake, reeling from multiple surgeries, quite obviously struggled even to speak. In his writings since his diagnosis, sometimes with happy news about progress in various drug trials, sometimes in frustrations over bureaucracy, Jake had to wrestle with his looming mortality. In computer science, there's no convention in which one's first program reads, "Hello world," he writes in one of his essays. Now, Jake was saying, it's my turn to write "Goodbye world." I'm crying as I write this. I'm sorry to have to go so soon. I have to give back the gift, though with great sadness. As wonderful as life is, we do not actually possess it, not fully anyway. No matter how powerful or important or rich or healthy we are, Marcus Aurelius got his lesson as he buried one child after another and then faced it himself when he died of the plague which had come to bear his name. The emperor might have seemed like a god, but in the end, he was a mortal man like the rest of us. Indeed, every Stoic who was ever born had to give back the gift. Every person who is ever born will do that. None of us will be exempted from this rule. All we can do is play with and enjoy and respect the gift while we have it, and help others to do the same. Unquote. I hope that brings together the topic for today about the give and take. Maybe I should have said it the other way. You take what you are given because you know you must give it back. Please stay current, stay present. Remember what time it is. It is always 8:20.